boys and girls, children of all ages, non-binaries, and transgenders. And if you claim to be a cat, I'm sorry, we can't help you. I don't have a litter box. This is the Ultra Heelz Zoom podcast live from Brewery Studios here in Garfield, New Jersey. Bravery up. I am Darth Messiah. I don't always finish stories, but when I do, I finish them on Abuelita's face. The cookies was good. And the dulce de leche. They hit the spot. They hit the spot. On the phone as always, Alex the Heel is you know that damn corpse of that man. It just keeps creeping out the casket. Somebody's got to take care of it. And on the boards, Stevie Franchise.
It's your boy Stevie Franchise on the ones and twos, giving you that Ultra Wrestling Heel news.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Welcome.
Yes.
Election day.
Yeah, very
Election
important
day.
night. Very important night.
We don't do politics here, but it is election day.
It is.
Yes. So go do your thing, people. Go do your thing. Go do the right thing. Go do the right thing. I'll leave it at that. Whatever the right thing is to you, go do it.
Yes. Definitely. You know what we elect on? You know?
We vote for titillation.
Yes.
We vote for cake. We vote for Cheeks of the Week.
Cheeks of the Week.
And we're gonna start with some dare I say PG cheeks? Because they're covered.
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely call them PGs. They're definitely covered.
PG-13?
Is this the Saudi Arabia cover? Like,
No, this was like I've actually had these like in my phone for like weeks.
Oh yeah.
I forgot I they were just like in the screenshots and I just never scrolled that far down.
I mean,
so I emptied the cannon today.
You had some interesting photos that you kept.
Yeah, so we got Rhea Ripley,
Mommy herself.
And then Cora Jade.
Hey.
So they're sheer. So that, like I said, they're covered, but you can still see the cheeks poking out.
AJ Lee Jr. won. Definitely.
Yes. Absolutely. Abso-damn-lutely. And then next up, for your viewing pleasures,
Jesus!
we have on the left, Caitlyn, real name Celeste. She goes by Celeste now since she's out of the wrestling world. And then Lola Vice, she was very bloody for Halloween.
As you should be, you know.
And we have Sol Ruka with her biracial backside.
Yeah.
Yeah!
The wise man is in the chat.
Hey.
Welcome, Kelvin.
Calvin, what's up? What's going on?
And then I give to you. We have on the left. Hold on. Let me get her name.
Puppies!
We have Ariana Grace, the daughter of Santino.
What does she call herself?
The Mrs. NXT.
The laundry. It's an L word. I can't.
Liaison. The liaison of NXT.
Yeah.
There you go.
How did Santino said it?
Whatever language Santino
liaison.
speaks. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. And then on the right we have Danielle Monet, formerly Summer Rae.
It's summer.
And it is time for dun, 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 name those cheeks.
Okay. I had it the first time.
Currently not wrestling, but she's still actually very young. Well, I'm not going to say very young. She's in her mid-30s. Mid-30s, not wrestling.
That's not AJ, right?
It is AJ Lee.
It is? Oh,
it is Mrs. Phil Brooks.
Very Uzi. very Usy.
Yes, it is Mrs.
Jersey's
Phil
own.
Brooks, AJ Lee. Yes. And back to Ariana Grace. Apparently, she has an OF page.
Really?
Yes, she does. Yeah. Apparently, that Santino money ain't very long.
She apparently she wants a lot of cobras.
Oh shit!
That one's for Alex.
And off the cliff we go.
That was for Alex.
Off
right
the
there.
cliff
I had
we go.
I had to. You know, Alex would have made something. And something work out of that.
Yes. And our main event cheeks this week.
Hey.
We got a doozy. We got UK wrestler. She works primarily for ICW, but does a bunch of indie stuff in UK too. Lana Austin. Them cheeks is chef's kiss.
Yes.
And everybody's favorite internet smut, Mandy Sachs, formerly Mandy Rose.
All elite white woman. Of
Yes,
course.
the AEW, the AEW herself, all elite white woman,
She
Mandy
is
Sachs.
definitely.
Yes.
And in person, yes, I met her.
Oh yes, you did meet her at Comic
I
Con.
met those cheeks in person, yes.
And that will conclude our favorite segment of the show, Cheeks of the Week. And we will move forward to Ultra Fantasy Booking. And last week was Warzone as we prepare for our biggest pay-per-view of the year, which will be Death Before Dishonor. This is our final episode. And we kicked the night off with a number one contenders match in the tag team division. And we had the New Day taking on FTR. And with 60% of the votes, FTR is moving on to take on the Usos at Death Before Dishonor.
Hey.
Next up, Paul Heyman came to the ring and he called out our GM, Jim Cornette. Ladies and gentlemen, let me get right to the point. I need one of my oldest friends and our esteemed GM in the ring. Corny, last time my client, Brock Lesnar, worked for this second-rate program, the GM at the time, the son of an alleged rapist, my client jumped through hoops like some kind of circus animal for title shots and main event matches. I know a brilliant booker like yourself sees the value in my client, Brock Lesnar. So my client, who is the current champion on the other show, is demanding a main event at Death Before Dishonor.
Oh.
And then, who comes out? Our world champion, Cody Rhodes.
Adrenaline in my soul.
Mr. Cornette, you don't have to answer. Jim, you learned a lot about the wrestling business from my father, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And Daddy said sell. So let's sell these people the biggest main event of all time.
Everyone under control.
Match 2, we had Top Dollar taking on Hologram with Tony Khan in his corner. And somebody had to win. So a Hologram gets his first win with 70% of the votes. That's how bad people hate AJ Francis.
Dude, did you see, I voted for everything except that?
Oh, you skipped over?
Dude, I was looking to do that meme, the meme I said last week.
Yes.
I was literally sweating. I was like, I don't like.
Let's see.
It's like today's election. Who
You know
do
what?
you vote for?
Okay, it didn't get significantly less votes. I think you might have been the only person to skip it. And then Triple H comes to the ring for a promo. Max, you know what? Now that you have my full attention, I'll oblige you and address you by MJF. It's about time you proved you got what it takes in the big leagues. Life is easy when you're the beetle in the terrarium full of piss ants. Hunter, glad to see the king is back on his throne and off his knees. I'm sure Ari Emanuel isn't into the sick shit your father-in-law was hiding in Titan Towers. Oh, too soon? You picked the wrong time to return to the battlefield. This is your last stand because I will slay the king and I will beat the game because I am that damn good.
You fucking mark!
In our main event, number one contenders match in the women's division, it was Bianca Belair taking on Lash Legend. And with 80% of the votes, Bianca Belair will be taking on Sky Blue at Death Before Dishonor. So we have 4 matches set up for Death Before Dishonor. Oh, I'm sorry, I skipped over a match. We had Mount Rushmore, Adam Cole and Kevin Steen taking on Nick Nemeth and Matt Cardona. And with 58% of votes, Cardona and Nemeth beat Mount Rushmore.
Hey.
And that was Warzone. And even though Alex is out, he sent in his episode of Dragon Force. Match 1, we have Jacob, spot 2, the Samoan Werewolf, teaming up with the Outlaw, Nick Nemeth, to take on Uncle Howdy and Dexter Loomis, our tag team champions in a non-title match.
Non-title.
And then FTR was going to team up against British Strong Style. Match 3, Jamie Hayter in the women's division taking on Lacey Evans with Mandy Rose in her corner.
Morgan!
And then a number one contenders match, The Undertaker taking on Ethan Page. And that will be Dragon Force.
What'd you say? The Undertaking?
The Undertaking? Yes, The Undertaking. I pulled a Lillian Garcia. It's a number one containers match.
Containers?
Yeah, number one containers
You mean
match.
former number one? Don't say former to Triple H when he comes out.
Oh, that was like 20 years ago, though.
Remember that shit?
Yeah.
he looked like he was about to beat the shit out.
Well, it was written to the storyline. We'll forget that.
That was very convincing.
And now it is time to address Sami Zayn. Excuse me, Sami Uso.
Sami Uso. Let's
and
get
his
that correct.
dysfunctional family.
Very oozy.
Man, when he came out, I was like, yup, they done did it.
Yep.
They done did it. They took 2 years off and they are revisiting this whole shebang.
The whole gang's here. Once again. It felt great at that moment.
But before we get to that, the match.
Yeah.
The match. If we go back to Bad Blood, which was Cody and Roman versus Jacob and Solo. Cody and Roman got along. 1, 2, 3. No ifs, ands, or buts. Biggest rivalry in recent history in WWE. No ifs, ands. They got along. But family? Jay wouldn't even tag Roman.
It's crazy. This was definitely a squash match for the new bloodline.
And then for Solo to get the pin on Roman?
Yeah, exactly. Like, what?
So in this calendar year, Solo has pinned Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes.
In most of his career, he has pinned world champions.
Yeah, they've gone through the graphic. There was a graphic. He's pinned them. He's pinned Rey Mysterio. He's pinned Sheamus. He's pinned John Cena. What were the other two? Because there's been 7 of them.
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, and I forgot the other 2.
Well, you gotta consider Sami as one.
Oh, Sheamus. Sheamus was one. No, world champions.
Oh, world champion.
World champions. Sheamus. So there's one more that I'm forgetting.
Roman.
So yeah, but he's got a pretty impressive resume, except for that 1 month, 3 month stretch where he lost like 20-something matches. He's got a pretty impressive resume.
I mean, there's definitely gonna be a year that you went through shit. But yo,
remember when they had all the belts, he was the fall guy for the Bloodline. So
yep,
yeah. So, but other than that, yeah. But yeah, when we got to the end of the match, and then the Bloodline does their thing. They play the numbers game, and then Sami Uso,
he shows up.
The prodigal brother, he returns home. We're gonna ignore the fact that he came out with his Arab scarf. We're gonna ignore that, but
instead of an actual Ulafala or something.
Yeah, we're gonna ignore that, but
It's great.
So when they had Solo surrounded, Roman goes for the Superman punch, Sami goes for the haluva kick, and the miscommunication, and Roman ends up on his ass. And then you get to the next one. And then this happened.
Well,
they gave you this shot.
Deja vu. Is this our next world champion?
Nah, I doubt it.
It's just throwing a shoe.
But the fact that this shot was given, Roman sitting there, dejected. There's actually a picture of Cena when he lost to the Rock, and there's the same picture of that one. But yeah, this was a tough one.
They need a meme for all this type of shot.
Yeah.
Because this is the exact shot, honestly.
They damn near nailed it. Like, the ropes are in the same position, the ramp is in the same position. They damn near nailed it.
They did. This is an amazing shot. All around me are familiar faces, worn out places.
I keep going back to an interview. I want to say, was it going into WrestleMania 39, where with Paul Heyman, where he said, "Oh, we're only in the third inning with the Bloodline story." You know what? He was right.
He was right. You know what?
He was right, because I was like, "How much longer can you play this up?" Hey, respect, Paul. Respect.
You gotta respect the man. The man is literally in the middle of a cooking story right now.
And it hasn't gotten stale.
Of a generational story.
Has not gotten stale.
You got to say that this is a generational story.
Yeah,
now,
it is.
Because now this has gone for years.
3 years and 4 calendar years.
It's almost half a tenure of a storyline, bro. You believe that?
Yep. 3 years and 4 calendar years. It's insane to do this in modern times.
Yo. These guys are gonna be legendary. They're gonna be in the Hall of Fame talking about this shit.
And then later on in the pay-per-view, we had an interview backstage with the Clown Solo.
Yep.
And he basically he said he called a shot. He said, "You knew what it was. We can't be stopped. You see the mess that's happening over there on that side. Sami Zayn can't help them. What did you expect?"
So, setting up for Regal to say War Games.
Oh yeah, it's only a matter of time.
It's only a matter of time.
Only a matter of time.
Imagine just Regal just come out and say, "I have one solution for the both of you."
Well, we do have Nick Aldis.
Yeah.
Hopefully, he can muster up some of that British accent that he no longer uses.
You know, the reserved British accent.
Yeah.
It's like one of those break this in case.
Yeah. Yeah. Break glass just in case. Yeah.
Just in case.
But on Raw, when Sammy go back,
Oh, yeah.
when Sammy came out to address the Usos, he told Jimmy off. You want to talk about me not being loyal?
Mm-hmm.
You kicked me in the face. You kicked the Roman in the face. You kicked your brother. You're the one that's not loyal. You drop dimes at any time you get.
He said, "You're a cool person. You're just not good at making decisions."
Yep. There you go.
You're not good at making decisions, Jim. You're not.
Oh, did you see the meme that said the reason the OG Bloodline lost is because they didn't coordinate fits? I was like, yeah, like what? Like Jay couldn't rock the red shirt that night.
Dude, that red shirt looked dope.
Yeah.
I don't know why he couldn't rock that. That shit it had meaning to it. It was the Bloodlines OG's original shirt now. Like, what the fuck?
Like, yeah, he had to come out in the baby blue joint that night. So whatever.
I would think that he would just come out in red when he's with the bloodline, and then he comes out in blue when he's solo. Like, just switch it up.
Yep.
So you're in the team.
Yep.
But that red joint was dope.
Yeah. But yeah, but then Jimmy just kept saying, "You're not family. You're not." But then Jay said, "No, he is family. Who was there for me when you turned your back on me?"
Very oozy. Very oozy.
And so if you look at the chain of
Very oozy.
the chain of trust, Roman trusts Jimmy, Jimmy trusts Jay, Jay trusts Solo. So
I think it's funny that there's a role reversal here, and Jimmy's playing the part of Jay of 2 years ago.
And that's what Sami said during that promo. You're the one that brought me in. And Jay wouldn't trust me for the longest. And now look at where we are.
Jay's the one having my back, while you're the one just up on my ass, huh?
Pause. No Diddy. And Solo's been erased from history in the that War Games win.
So they need to make another one.
Well, he's going to be on the losing end this time.
Definitely losing end.
Yeah.
Who you think is the?
Oh yeah, Kelvin. I just saw it again like 5 minutes ago, right before we went on the air. Remember the picture where like they're all like teenagers, where it's like they take like the death row picture. That picture's popping up again, but instead of Solo, it's Sammy's face. That picture's going back in rotation on the internet again. I love it. I love it. The internet don't miss.
They don't miss for real.
And then also on the Crown Jewel, we had the Crown Jewel Championships, and then they got to give them back, and they all got Dynamite diamond rings. That's all I could think about when I heard the announcement that they're getting rings. Like, oh yeah, they're doing the MJF. They get rings.
I'm sure Cody knows that he's doing an MJF right now.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'd like to point out that during the celebration that the Saudis avoided Liv Morgan like the plague.
Oh yes, I did see that. There was like, she's from New Jersey. No.
Filthy whore. Filthy American whore. Get all away from her.
You with this dirty dumb.
We'll watch your bullshit wrestling, but keep the filthy American whore away from us. She's an embarrassment to our people.
They were praising Cody like a god though.
Yeah. The blonde god. The blonde-haired, blue-eyed god. But keep the filthy American whore away from us.
Yo, they avoided the shit out of her.
No disrespect to our people out there. I'm just saying that this stereotype, like, it landed itself.
It did. We saw everyone just walk to Cody's side instead of Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan's side was empty when they were raising their hands. Yeah, and then every time like Triple H like turned to pose for each side of the ring, they turned with Cody. I was like, yo, that's messed up. So that now makes me wonder. So these belts are supposed to be on display at this WWE like thing that they have. Will they actually leave the women's belt there, or will they hide it? I think. Yeah, yeah, makes you think. I think they will. Also, the other couple matches on the card, Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. I didn't expect him to go full fuck this shit and we're just gonna go brawl. I did. I expected it. It's Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. What the fuck else would you expect? That was a hell of a match that didn't happen. That turned into a brawl. It was I wouldn't even call it a match. That was just a street fight. No, they threw the match out. They did. They never rang the bell. They just threw the match out and they just brawled. Oh yeah, I noticed that when he RKO'd the
the ref. He RKO'd Adam Pearce.
Yep.
I guess we know what that other fine was for. That he paid for in advance.
Again, the internet don't miss, because then there was a meme going around. Everybody started playing that video when he gave Nick Aldis the $100K, and Nick Aldis said, "No, the fine's only $50,000." And Randy said, "Don't worry, it's for next time."
I guess when you see him next time on SmackDown, you know why he's cleared.
Well, he does. He has a great lawyer / manager, because he's been beating the wellness policy for years before weed became legal.
Yeah.
Because if you just don't take the test and pay the fine, you can't fail it.
That's true.
What a brilliant strategy!
Great.
Just don't take the test, pay the fine, and you can't fail it.
That's such an RKO thing to do. That's such a heel move.
Meanwhile, everybody else is getting popped, and Randy's been smoking his whole time.
He's been telling stories with RVD, you know.
Yep. Seth Rollins, Bronson Reed. Great match. I don't think Seth should have won.
Yeah, Reed should have
That
won.
was my only thing. Although
it was a good match.
Although they had Bronson just pop up at the end and stare Seth down. And Seth is like, "The fuck is wrong with you?" Because if you read his lips, that's exactly what he said. "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
He said, "What the fuck is wrong with you? What the fuck?" like he's never seen such shit before. Like he's never seen fucking Braun Strowman.
Because like if you go back to last week's Raw, after the shit where they did the shit off the trailer and through the tables, when Bronson just popped right back up, I was like, okay, all right.
Some Strowman days.
Yeah.
Love it. You gotta love it.
Yeah. The women's tag team match was there. It was there.
It was out there. It was there for filler.
Yeah. Which originally wasn't supposed to happen.
It was. It kept the Saudis entertained. They loved this match.
They were cooking the audio.
I know.
They were cooking the audio, especially on Raw. They were
Yeah, they did.
They cooked the hell out of that audio on Raw. Because you got to remember, they filmed that after the pay-per-view.
They did.
So yeah, it was pretty late. And LA Knight, the United States champion.
And still.
He made the best out of the triple threat match.
I kind of knew that because just watching, no disrespect to Andrade or Hayes.
Yeah.
But I need something new. And this best out of 7 series was great and all, but it wasn't. I wish there was a title for just them.
It kind of
like
when
one of them
they
had
started it, I was kind of blah about it. By the time they got to like match 4, I was like, okay, this is kind of
exactly.
It's kind of heating up.
Even the one that we went to, Game 7, it was great until he interfered because he was the ref.
So we have no ending to that because
it was just pointless.
We built this up for no finish. This is almost like a Vince booking.
So, yeah.
Unless they're going to save this and bring it back at some future date for quote unquote part 7 or part 8.
I mean, I was only tell. I think they just need LA Knight to be champion a few more months before he gets let it go.
But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is with that one.
He killed it though. He did.
Oh, hold on. My phone just turned off. Monday Night Raw, The Miz and Wyatt 6.
Yep. Did you catch the first clip of that video when Woods and
yeah, because Woods was just talking, and then it just cut. I was like, wait, the fuck? I was like, was this a mistake? I was like, oh no, they're going to a Wyatt clip.
You know who they showed?
What did it show? What did I miss?
So, before this happened, they showed a clip of Miz talking to Bo Dallas and our boy Curtis Axel.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep.
when they were trained under the Miz.
Yep, the B team. Yep,
the B team. So that was kind of interesting that they showed that.
Okay, yeah.
One, I'm thinking, is Curtis Axel coming back?
No,
that would be some crazy stuff.
Yeah, he's long gone.
But second, they're really digging deep into this thing with every character that he's working with.
Here's a funny thing. I almost thought they were going to kill the Wyatt Six because they've been off TV for like over a month.
Nah, you gotta let it rest to cook. That's what they're doing. The plan. They're doing a plan for every month. They're taking the Undertaker schedule.
I guess, but I feel like it's lost some steam. That's why I was kind of like, they still feel like they're pulling the plug.
That's why they had to do this now. See what they do. But I'm just letting it marinate.
Okay.
See what happens.
Okay.
Because it is kind of interesting.
We'll see where this goes. Because Miz immediately, because you know how Miz is, he's a coward. He's like, you don't want me. You want Final Testament. I'm not with them. He's like, no, we never wanted Final Testament. We wanted you.
Mm-hmm. It was the funniest thing though. It's always between an Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston segment.
Which means they're coming for Woods next.
That could be true.
And supposedly they're doing a New Day 10-year anniversary soon.
Oof. Given how the team is now, I think they're going to celebrate it and then they're going to break it off.
Will Big E be a TV character again for the anniversary?
Oof. That's a big if.
Well, he doesn't have to wrestle or take a bump. It's just, will he come out? Will they bring him out for the anniversary if they're doing this?
Yeah. Only time will tell.
Especially if they're gonna do a Wyatt thing. They just all he has to do is lay down and look dead.
Yeah,
he doesn't actually have to take a bump. He just lay down. He lays down on his bed.
It's like a video game.
Yeah.
Just lay down.
So tonight, in about 20 minutes, NXT 2300. From the ECW arena, we're gonna have Bubba Ray and assisting Trick Williams in some sort of fashion, I believe. He might be wrestling. He's on the fence about wrestling, according to what I've heard on the Busted Open podcast. He's on the fence about wrestling for WWE.
Definitely, I think he is. I think he might do a little bit though.
Yeah, so it might end up being a tag match with him, Trick Williams, against Ethan Page and Ridge Holland. And then I believe what's going to happen is RVD is going to be special guest ref against Javon Evans and Wes Lee. I think that's what they're setting up there.
Okay.
And who else shows up tonight?
Dawn Marie as a special guest referee.
She's going to special guest referee something. One of the women's matches. I forgot who she's involved with.
Yeah.
And who else do we get? That's the other question. Who else do we get?
Who knows?
Who's allowed to show up? That's the question.
Yes, that's the biggest question. Who's allowed to show up?
We were joking about some people last week, and they're definitely not allowed to show up. No Sabu.
No Tommy.
No,
maybe.
I think Dreamer's okay.
Wait, Dreamer might be okay.
Dreamer's okay.
Is he on TNA?
No, I think his contract is done.
Oh, okay. He still might be.
But either way, with the talent exchange, I'm sure he can show up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But I don't think he's on the banned list. But Sabu is definitely not allowed to show up.
Imagine Taz show up.
AEW can't show up.
Yeah, I know. Be like, my contract's done.
Unless it ran out, because I know he's supposed to be having surgery, but what if conveniently his contract ran out at the same time he's having surgery?
It'd be perfect timing for Taz to show up. It'd be crazy.
What if we get like Spike Dudley?
Oh, Spike Dudley?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I've been hoping for a Spike Dudley return since 2006. Spike Dudley would be dope.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who else.
Devon comes out with him. Just
Big Dick Dudley.
isn't he dead though?
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's
Oh,
dead.
rest in peace.
Peace.
Didn't know Big Dick died. What about Dances with Dudley?
I didn't even know that. Who? I didn't. Is that a character?
Yes, that's one of the brothers. Dances with Dudley. Do I have to? Now I got to look up the Dudley boys and tell you all of their names.
I knew a few of them. I didn't know they had more. I didn't know
There
they
was
were the
like
Wayans.
7 of them.
I didn't know they were the fucking Wayans brothers.
Wiki.
Bro.
Let me go to Wikipedia. Wiki Dudley boys. Dudley boys. There was like 7 of them.
Is there a diddle do Dudley? Like what the? Is there other Dudleys running about?
Originally, Bubba Ray Dudley was spelled B-U-H. That's the way it was originally spelled.
That's how I remember
There's
it.
Craig Dudley. Hold on, let me scroll down.
Who's the mother of this whole called Dudley household?
Hold on. Do I gotta?
We're going through the encyclopedia of Dudleys.
Devon
Big Dick
Hughes.
Dudley, yeah. Francine?
Hold on. See, now you're gonna make me read. You're gonna make me read the history on freaking
Thank you, Calvin. He said Big Dick Dudley died in
2002.
Yeah.
Dudley boys.
How funny was our truth segment? So shit, that shit was hilarious. With Pete Dunne, he was like, "Hey Pete, wait, you're not gonna call me Butch anymore?" No, I don't like a Butch.
Brothers. Dudley Brothers. Okay, here we go. Members: Big Dick Dudley, Bubba Ray Dudley, Chubby Dudley, Dances with Dudleys, Dudley Dudley, Devon Dudley, Sign Guy Dudley, Little Spike Dudley, and Snot Dudley.
So there was a sign guy Dudley.
Sign Guy Dudley, yes.
I got that out of all that. Like sign guy Dudley.
Sons of the fictional Willie Loman Esquire, Big Daddy Dudley, who traveled across America as a salesman throughout the 60s and 70s. Despite their differences in races and sizes, the Dudleys shared a similar ring attire and taped glasses, unkempt hair, and tie-dye shirts.
Yeah, they have one Dudley left.
The gimmick was based on the Hanson brothers from the 1997 movie Slapshot. The original 3 members of the Dudley family were Dudley Dudley, Big Dick Dudley, and Snot Dudley.
They're about to have a new member called Diddy Dudley.
The group was later expanded when obese, slobbish Chudley Dudley and the mute, placard-wielding Sign Guy Dudley, the result of Big Daddy Dudley brief incarceration in an asylum, began accompanying the Dudley and Dances with Dudley to the ring.
What kind of fucking story is this?
In 1995, the Dudley family was joined by Bubba Ray and a stuttering, dancing, overweight hillbilly. Yeah. Devon made his official debut angrily in 1996, proclaiming that the Dudleys' comedic answers were not on the way of the true Dudleys. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I'm done. I'm not going to read the whole thing.
No, I get you.
Yeah, they all had some fucked up like life because of Daddy Dudley fucking some weird woman.
I thought the Brothers of Destructions had it bad.
Yeah.
With their backstory.
But in tribute to the Dudley boys, what are they? Alpha Academy?
Yes.
They did the Dudley thing with Stacy Keibler and the belts.
And Maxine was a perfect fit for that.
And somebody didn't give Maxine matching belts. She has 2 different belts. Do you notice the difference?
Yes.
One has the scratch letters, one has the block lettering logo. Two different belts, two different eras.
Two different eras.
She has the early 90s belt and she has the late 90s belt.
If she could have flipped it, you know, and then blocked the word from the scratch one, I think she would have been fine.
Just saying. I don't know why that just glared out at me. I was like, yeah, she has two different belts. Mm-hmm. Like they didn't have the same belt like on hand.
It was probably somebody bought it on auction. I don't know.
No, because they did this in like the fucking social media room at Raw. It's not like they did it at home. They did this in the fucking social media room at Raw. So, like, the company doesn't have the fucking belts. But anyway.
At least they tried, man.
Yeah, at least they tried. This week, WWE released 3 people, Indy Hartwell, Baron Corbin, and Tegan Nox. Aww. No real explanation. They're gone. Baron Corbin is a clean release because his contracts were expired. Indy Hartwell and Tegan Nox both have 90-day non-compete clauses.
I guess AEW to go.
Yep. Kelvin with the Dudley Boys fact. They are from the leather strap section of Dudleyville.
Yes, leather.
Yeah.
Section.
In Goldberg news.
Why?
He announced on SEC Nation, the football show for college football, he's going to be having his retirement match in 2025.
I thought he already retired.
I did too. But he's going to be retiring in 2025 during the John Cena retirement tour. Going to have 2 people retire next year.
Don't tell me they're going to do John Cena versus Goldberg.
Well, Nick Nemeth hopped on Twitter. He said, on the bell, he spears, jackknife, Gunther, kicks out at 1.3 match and good fucking riddance. Because Dave Meltzer said Goldberg just announced his retirement. And then Nick Nemeth came back and said, or it could be the Steiner kid. Mm-hmm. I'm good with Braun Breaker being the one.
I'm good with Braun Breaker too.
I don't want to see Gunther and Goldberg. Gunther and Goldberg doesn't work.
It does not work.
Gunther can't do a Goldberg match. That doesn't work.
I think he said in one promo that why it couldn't work. He's a one-trick pony. He can't do it.
Yeah.
You can't put a one-trick pony against a real professional with this.
Yeah, Gunther in a Goldberg match just does not work.
It will not. I definitely would like to see Steiner though, or Braun Breaker.
Yeah, Breaker Goldberg works for me. That definitely works for me.
Shit, Goldberg Lashley would have worked for me, but yeah, at least Lashley now is in the AEW, so
this is true.
Yes.
Amanda Sacamano, Mandy Rose, has gotten married to some guy named Sabi. Apparently, he used to wrestle too. He never made it past Performance Center. And a bunch of the wrestling girls showed up. Indy and her fiance was there. Ash by Elegance and face number 74. And her weird MMA husband showed up. Yeah. Candice LeRae and Johnny Same Face was there.
Johnny Same Face.
Johnny Same Face, yeah. He does not have an expression on his face ever. Sonya Deville was there with her wife, and those people. Shayna Baszler and her girlfriend were there. Yeah.
You mean Shawn Michaels? You're gonna say Tommaso Ciampa is there? No, sir, that was Triple H.
R-Truth wasn't there too.
R-Truth was there.
He was not there.
to correct everyone, that was Triple H and Shawn Michaels.
That was him. Okay, Kelvin with the facts. He made it to NXT. He used the team with Riddick Moss. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now that makes sense. All right. Oh. Okay. But yeah, she's still a whore. Anyway, moving on. So remember last week we found a new Sasha Banks? We now found a new Carmella. Her name is Jordan Blue.
Okay.
Tell me that does not look like Carmella. That is dark-haired Carmella. Remember the dark hair era of Carmella? That is Carmella.
I can understand that. She a little thicker than Carmella.
That too, yes. I like that.
I like that too.
When I was like, wait, Carmella's about to come back. I was like, wait, no, that's not her.
She's on her 14th face, but you know.
No, she doesn't really mess with her face that much. She's more. It's more about her lip with the Botox.
Nah, this is definitely worked on face. This is definitely worked on face. Yeah.
But yeah, Jordan Blue. Hold on. I forgot to look up where she works. Yeah, I forgot to see what promotion she's been working for. But yeah, I'll check it out some other time. But yeah, Jordan Blue. If you're out there, go look her up.
Okay.
The Carmella lookalike to go along with the lookalike Sasha Banks we found last week.
True.
That we need to delete Mercedes from the Matrix immediately.
Yes. Immediately. Like, we don't want her to exist anymore and in our memory banks.
Yeah, we need to cut off Sasha and like...
Who?
No, we can keep her up to a certain point.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember, like, 2021?
2019?
No, well, after WrestleMania 35, just cut her off.
Okay.
Because I don't think she did anything good after WrestleMania 35.
Do you think she was even that good at all?
Yeah, up to a point. So after WrestleMania 35, we can just cut off the existence of Mercedes Varnado.
She had weird bumps.
Yeah, okay. I'm willing to keep some portion of her.
All right.
But at that point, just unplug her from the Matrix.
But don't let her do promos, though. She's horrible on the mic.
Speaking of WWE people, former Aaliyah, hold on, let me find her real name. Nymph Allarberry.
Nymph.
Nymph.
Okay.
Nhoooph. Nymph.
That I don't know, Darth. That picture's kind of lying to me right now.
Here's the thing. When she worked for WWE, I swore she was like Dominican. I could have swore up and down she was Dominican. I had no idea she was any sort of like Arab.
Oh, okay. I can see it.
Yeah, she's some sort of Arab. Nymph Allarberry.
Nymph.
Yeah. She's currently working in Canada for Destiny Wrestling. She's their new women's champion. And on this show, there was an appearance by Joe Hendry and an appearance by JBL. He laid out Marty Scurll.
So what is it with JBL just coming
JBL
out
is everywhere. He's the new Matt Cardona.
He's the new
Matt Cardona. He is everywhere and everything.
And just clotheslining everyone.
Everybody. Whoever your biggest star is, he's gonna lay them out.
He just did it to Joe Henry the other day at the Slammiversary. So that's his gimmick now. He's the Akuma of wrestling.
JBL is everywhere and doing everything.
He became the Akuma of wrestling. He just shows up.
Yeah.
Final boss time.
The upcoming wrestling movie Queen of the Ring is featuring Toni Storm and Camille.
Okay.
Camille is just like one of the opponents for the main character, and Toni Storm is like the apprentice / sidekick / best friend of the main character.
Don't she look like the whole movie or the whole show? Damn. She looks like her, basically.
Maybe this is where we got the timeless Toni Storm from.
Because she was working on this
She
for a
just
while
took
now,
her movie character and made it a gimmick.
Wow. Who knew it worked? She was giving us a preview all this time.
And recently at AEW shows, there's been like random like newspaper clippings just thrown around like the front row. it's like these random like made up news articles of Toni Storm. It's like she's coming back, but she's fucking working in Japan.
Wow.
Like, duh. Everybody has a fucking internet. It's not, it's not 1998. Everybody knows she's working in Japan.
Dummy! Yeah!
Oh yeah, Naomi's in this movie too. I couldn't find any pictures of her, but she's in the movie too. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a while though. That's when she was Trinity.
And to Twitter we go, because some people don't know how to stay off of Twitter at fucking 6 o'clock in the morning. Ricochet. We now bring to you Ricochets. I don't know how this began, because this was just a chain of tweets, but Ricochet ended it with "suck my dick." Pause. Why does he get so angry?
I don't know. Maybe because he's a Chad or a Mark.
Maybe it's because he works in silent arenas now.
Maybe he just lost his way to the limelight and now has his frustration on the people.
Maybe because he destroyed his fiance's career too.
Maybe you could probably like not be with her soon, and she could be single.
Maybe because he came in and found the side nigga on a Wednesday night when she forgot to tell the dude not to come because Dynamite was on Tuesday.
Well, there's a number of possibilities why he's a douche.
Yeah, it's sad.
It is very sad.
It's sad. It's been a whole 3 months. We used to like this guy.
Right?
Yeah.
I was comparing him to the Mucha Lucha Ricochet. You know, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Because basically it was him.
Look at this. This is something I would say. Look at this. CJ Trump 2024. Put the phone down, Trevor. Thank you. He took the words right out of my mouth. Put the phone down, Trevor.
Just put the phone down.
And speaking of which, she showed up this past weekend's New Japan show to attack Zack Sabre Jr. And then he cut the weakest babyface promo ever. He sounded like a little bitch.
You know what's crazy? It's even replying to like TKO.
It's not a real account. It's like some person just named their account WTKO. Which is hilarious, by the way.
It is. That's what I'm saying. It's just funny as hell.
But your response is "suck my dick." Really?
What a childish response.
Really?
On Twitter.
Bro, why do you even follow if you don't like me? Do you have too much free time?
The Great Ricochet getting bothered by a troll on X.
I wish I could have found more of the thread, because this is all I could find. Because apparently, like, the other like tweets got deleted or whatever.
He got more of other people like he got pissed off at.
I don't know. Anyway, so then Dave Meltzer, the dumb shit he did on Twitter.
Of course.
I don't know who broke the story, but people seem to be blaming WrestleVotes. Breaking news, W has just announced that the next year's Backlash will be hosted by Japan in the Tokyo Dome. And then Dave Meltzer then jumped on the bandwagon without checking sources. And he said the same thing. 2025 Backlash will be at Tokyo Dome. And then he deleted his tweet. And then about an hour later, he posted, "Confirmed from WWE the Tokyo Dome thing is fake. Thank you, Dave."
You fucking mark!
Maybe you should have done that first before just taking everybody else's information as gospel, and do some fucking journalism and get the sources correct.
What a mark.
Is that not your job?
Dave Markser over here. Literally fucking up again.
Is that not your job?
Is his job to have so many tissues and fucking lotion by him? Stare at wrestlers.
Yeah. Back to the New Japan show from this past weekend. Kenny Omega also showed up. It is believed that he's healed from his diverticulitis. And his first wrestling appearance will be at Wrestling Dynasty next January, which is a joint show from AEW, CMLL, New Japan, and Stardom.
I think it's this January.
Yeah, this coming January. Yeah. So yeah, he cut a promo in front of the crowd in Japan.
Hey, glad to see him back.
Yes, since I have a new appreciation for the man Kenny Omega, not necessarily the wrestler, but the man Kenny Omega has grown on me after telling Dave Meltzer off. Again, that was fucking brilliant. That it took Kenny Omega to tell the world that Dave Meltzer is stupid.
Yep.
For giving out so many 6-star, 7-star matches. What has broken in Dave Meltzer's brain? And why do you people listen to him? Kenny Omega, of all people, had to say that.
Kenny's right, man.
And in AEW news, apparently, allegedly, Orange Cassidy is being pushed as the savior of AEW over the next several months.
Oh, wow.
He's going to be the one to take down Neil Moxley. It was only a matter of time until Tony the Mark Khan put the world title on Pockets.
You fucking Mark!
It was only a matter of time.
This show is a travesty.
If this happens,
He claims he has the John Cena aura about him. Oh my god!
this is all alleged. This is all alleged because we know anything that happens in the AEW is alleged.
Is he allegedly a mark? No, he's literally a mark.
But yeah, this is the vibes that all the wrestling websites are getting. That Orange Cassidy is being. This is one consideration. The other consideration, which I don't have a slide for, the other consideration is that the Young Bucks. Oh, actually, no, I do have it. You can go to the next one. The Young Bucks, who just lost their tag titles to Private Party, and then they had the thing backstage with they're shredding documents, with Brendan Cousins shredding documents, and then they're arguing with freaking what's his name, Christopher Daniels, and then they leave Dynamite. They're taking time off because Tony Khan doesn't know how to book their time because they're on a limited schedule. So they're almost out of time for the year, so they're taking time off. The other option is the Elite are going to be the ones who save the company, even though they're fucking heels right now. But they're going to come back as babyface, and they're going to be the one to save the company from Moxley. Because that's why they're running away, because they don't want to deal with Moxley.
So what you're saying is
that's the other option from Orange Cassidy.
The fantasy booking from earlier with Top Dollar and Hologram is actually real with this.
Right.
With Orange Cassidy and the Young Bucks being the saviors, quote unquote.
Now, if any of this were real, pick
your poison.
First of all, Moxley, who he does this real life jujitsu thing, right? He can't beat fucking people that are managers at Target. He's yet to win an actual jujitsu match, but swear he's the baddest man on the planet in a wrestling ring. Yet to win a real life jujitsu match, and mind you, this is like amateur jujitsu. It's not professional. It's amateur level. Amateur level. He hasn't yet to win a match. He's like 0-3 or 0-4. I don't remember how many events he's been to.
I'm Jiu-Jitsu John.
You got Claudio. I wouldn't fight Claudio. I wouldn't fight Pac either.
Fuck no,
I wouldn't fight either one of them.
Those guys, they will wreck my shit.
Then you got fucking useless Yuta.
Yeah,
useless Yuta. So if any of this were real, and that's the group that you have to fight, you just put together the fucking Hurt Business. If I'm Tony Khan and I want my company back, I want the fucking Hurt Business to go fight them. Even though they're heels, just for the sake of somebody that can actually go whoop some ass, I want the fucking Hurt Business to go fight them. You got fucking Bobby Lashley, a former MMA star. I got fucking Shelton Bishop, the person that fucking trained Brock Lesnar, real life trained Brock Lesnar, and MVP, the person that who has the fucking black belt and fucking what fucking martial art does he know? Whatever, he has a fucking black belt. That's why I want fucking fighting. If this was real, that's why I want to fucking go fight somebody.
Word, man. I would put the Hurt Business.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, but I'm saying.
You're preaching. You're preaching, bro.
I'm not saying, but I'm saying. And speaking of which, the debut of Lashley. Thank you for. I have this strange feeling that MVP is booking this whole shit. He's not only is he booking, he's fucking agenting / producing the fucking segments because it feels different from anything else happening on AEW.
It feels really different. It feels really good.
Because that's what happens when professionals book wrestling. That's what happens when professionals produce wrestling. Just saying.
Tony Mark.
I'm not saying, but I'm saying. And outside the ropes, best rapper from New York. Now I had to make 1/2 adjustments. I took Fat Joe was originally on the list. I had to take Fat Joe off. I'm sorry. I can't put him in best rappers ever.
Nah, you good. You good.
Because the original list was Biggie, Fat Joe, Method Man, and Nas. So I replaced Biggie with Jay-Z. And then I put Tupac on the list because I want everybody to know that Tupac is from fucking New York. He's not from L.A. Baltimore has more claim on Tupac than L.A. He was born in New York, grew up in Baltimore. Baltimore, he's not from fucking L.A., people.
They give him love in California, but he's not from there, okay?
Tupac is a fucking East Coast rapper.
Yes.
Grow the fuck up, people.
Claim he was West Coast, beef with an actual East Coast rapper. It was East on East crime all this time, bro.
Facts.
And you thought, here's one more thing. You thought Snoop Dogg was a West Coast rapper? Nah. He was born in New York. This was all East Coast beef all this time.
Because everybody knows East Coast New York niggas can't get along. Come on now, everybody knows New York niggas can't get along.
Nah, man. But get into this list.
Especially because Tupac was born in Harlem.
Yo, word.
Nobody can get along with a Harlem nigga. Come on now. Hi, Puffy. Pause. All right, so I'm a Jay-Z guy. I'm a Jay-Z guy. I'm sorry.
Respect Hope, man. Respect Hope.
I'm a Jay-Z guy.
I was a Biggie guy.
I own his entire catalog on CD because I was buying CDs when CDs were a thing, except for Reasonable Doubt. I never went back to the original one, but I have his entire catalog on CD.
I mean, the first four is like fighting for the top right now, but I would have to give it a Biggie since I was first, then Jay-Z.
And let me just say, Method Man doesn't get enough respect.
Nah.
He does not get enough appreciation.
I literally want him to be
I have
top.
Method Man in my top 10 all the time.
He's definitely top 5. If he ain't top 10, he's definitely top.
I even have Method Man as the best out of the Woo. I know a lot of people go Ghost, or a lot of people go what's his name? Why am I blanking on Woo right now?
Redman?
No, Redman's not Woo. Rakim. People go Rakim or people go Ghost. For me, it's Method Man is the best out of the Woo. But anyway, who did you say?
I would say Biggie.
Biggie? Okay.
Biggie. I mean, he definitely left the mark at age 25, you know, so
Yeah.
shit. His music is still fucking bumping here. Can't beat that.
Oh, the end is near.
Nas is definite runner-up. I would put him 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I go. Let's see. I gotta go. Jay, Tupac, Biggie, Method, Nas. For the only reason I put Nas last, Nas is a horrible beat picker.
Yes, he is.
And for me, that's a big thing. If the beat turns me off, I'm skipping the song. And then you lost me before you even said anything.
Yes. I gotta agree. It has to come with the beat that you flow on. Nas has been dropping balls on that. Balls.
Yeah.
But yeah. If I had to go by the list, I think by this picture is already in order for me.
Okay.
Like, this is my order.
Anyway, it's time for us to get out of here. I've been Darth Messiah. Alex Heel, the heel, is on his usual quest to keep that fucking casket closed. J Kid, good night.
Nice all.
Peace.